We're live on Facebook.
We are live on Facebook.
Hey Keith, why don't you go on Facebook and make sure that it sounds okay, because I don't know if it does, because I can't hear it. Hey everybody, we are live on Facebook here. This is our first ever About to Break live, what do we call this? It's a live recording. We're recording a podcast.
We are.
Live from the 500 block in Pomona at the Artwalk. I'm here with my good buddy Josh Swodick.
That would be me.
Josh was featured on the podcast recently, maybe, I don't know, a couple months back.
It was the highest rated show is what I heard.
It was the highest rated show in all of Pomona. And Keith Coast is off to the side, and he is saying that it's not true. But
I just said that for him.
Oh, it hurts. He said it hurts. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. It wasn't. It was not the highest rated. Actually, I have no idea what the ratings were.
So this is cool because we are recording our first ever live show for the podcast, and we're doing it right here on the street in front of your loft, which is, I've talked about it before.
Loft on 2nd.
Loft
on 2nd.
At Loft on 2nd on Instagram.
It's a loft, and it's on 2nd Street.
It is. It's right above the M&M Electric building.
Correct.
How old is the building?
About 120 years old.
120-year-old
It was the
building.
old cooperative union building, and you can listen to the old podcast and get all the information on it.
Yeah, if you want to hear more about the loft, you can go on to the podcast that Josh did with me right here on About to Break. But right now, we're going to kick this off. We've got a live recording. And Josh, we are in the middle of Artwalk. Artwalk happens, every second Saturday?
Every second Saturday.
And give us the spiel for Artwalk. Tell people what Artwalk is all about and why we do it and what its purpose is.
Pomona Artwalk is kind of cool. So it's one of the last real art walks, and I did say that. A lot of the art walks are kind of put on by cities to kind of, generate traffic and things like that. This is actually an arts colony, arts community. All the lofts in this area are live work. So we actually have working artists in the area, some of the best in LA, some of the best in the country, and a few of the best in the world, who are all like within walking distance of the gallery. So it's pretty cool. It's been like 30-something years. The arts colony has kind of been, doing its thing. We had people like Magoo, who was part of Los Five, who helped start the Chicano art movement in LA.
Yeah.
Literally lived across the street. Actually, you guys can't see it.
You can't see, but it's
there's
right
a
over
lowrider
here.
Painted on the wall.
Yep.
That was his spot.
Oh, that's right.
He painted that. And when he passed away, the owners of the lofts made sure that nobody ever messes with it or touches it. So it's a cool spot, man. It's really,
The whole vibe down here is really cool. It is not like a typical street fair. I mean, there is the typical street fair kind of down on the other end of the block.
Correct.
Right? I mean, not even the block, but like down, where would we call that? Like other side of...
The other side of downtown.
The other side of downtown. But right here on the 500 block, it's pretty incredible because it is all local artists who are either, painters or sculptors, musicians, people making cool jewelry and things like that. And it's just a great place to showcase what people do and what they're passionate about.
Absolutely.
Which is why when we decided to do our first live recording for About to Break, I said, let's do it at Artwalk because that's what this podcast is about. Artists and entertainers just trying to do the thing they love.
Exactly.
Right now, across the street here, we've got musicians and some spoken word artists and people doing some rap, all kinds of cool stuff.
And it's in a sculpture park garden. We don't really know what to call it, but it's basically all these really cool giant sculptures.
It's like the
cool.
space in between two of the buildings that they basically fenced off and made a little sculpture park.
So I'll just throw this out there. So the building that is adjacent to it is actually owned by Perry Toulay, who him and his brother Paul own Coachella and all that, Golden Voice,
they got
all
a
that.
Spot, right.
So he's one of the neighbors. He's actually one of our neighbors. Super cool guy. And so he's allowed us to use the parking lot next to that building for the sculpture. And so it's been going for 15 years, maybe, something like that.
Totally,
They've had it. And so there's just basically like really cool community, and we just are able to use it whenever we need to. So on Artwalk we do shows. It's a full set list. I think there's like 10 or 11 like acts tonight.
Yeah. Oh,
and they're all like legit, really good. So yeah.
And I think we're going to try to get Keith's over there talking to a few of the artists. We're going to try to bring a few of them over here and give them a chance to hop on the air and talk about what they do and what they love. You've got a really cool kind of a pop-up shop going on tonight in the loft. You want to talk about that and let people know?
Sure. So I have this guy, his name's Gobs1. Gobs1, he's part of a crew, BWS crew, Angel Once, and a bunch of other guys. Anyways, it's really cool. So every once in a while we try to do like a street art show. Our gallery is pretty different, so we kind of like... Everyone's like, so what kind of art do you do? And I'm just like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if it's art and I can get it up my stairs, we'll pretty much try it. And So yeah, it's a really cool. It's a big show. He's got a ton of work up there,
and all kinds of different avenues for his art too. It's
yeah,
not just
so he's
one
actually known for doing murals.
method,
So
yeah.
he does mostly giant murals, everything from like Art Basel in Miami. Last year they did a giant wall out there, and they do a ton of stuff out here in LA. So gallery shows for guys who work on giant walls are always interesting, seeing their smaller work, because it's really intricate. When it's different when you're not using spray paint or what you can do. So
well, you were talking to me earlier. We were walking through and looking at the exhibition, and you mentioned a lot of street artists are now they're not doing as much stuff out in the street. They're looking for a different medium, and so even in there, he has some cool like toy cars. And
yeah,
who's the artist you mentioned that does the work with the trains? He has a bunch of like a wall of model trains, right? Did you mention that?
I did, yeah. And I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, man.
But he lives up the street.
I'd say we would cut it in, but we're live.
Whatever.
So.
He probably won't watch this anyway. So. It is all good.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, more and more people. What's happening with the street art world is that a lot of the cultural arts commissions and art societies within the cities are paying for murals. And so a lot of those guys are actually working now. They're getting paid to put projects up on walls in downtown areas and little villages and all kinds of stuff. So, or even office buildings. There's a giant piece across the street by
totally,
David
David
Flores. And I mean, his stuff now. You go through Hollywood, like half the offices now have David Flores pieces in their lobby. So but he's just an old school guy from the neighborhood.
It's so cool that
skateboard stuff and all kinds of stuff.
Artists are finding new avenues to be able to share their work and to be able to monetize it. Like, I mean, that's such a rare thing for artists to make money doing the thing that they love, and it's pretty incredible. That's one of the things that makes Pomona so unique. Is as you walk, even through the block and the whole community here, is there's local artists' work everywhere. I mean, even the fountains. You were telling me earlier about the fountains that we got down here.
Yeah, so you had the fountains down there. They were all done in the '60s. Through the Home Savings and Loan did.
Yeah.
And so we've got a Millard Sheets fountain over there, Ames, Betty Davenport, Ford, sculpture. I mean, amazing, like top-notch, world-renowned artists who made fountains for like the downtown Pomona 2nd Street.
I said this before when you and I did the podcast, but one of the things about Pomona is I felt like when I was in high school, we would come down to Pomona, and I grew up in Azusa. Pomona and Azusa, amongst kind of the older generation, has this bad rap of being like not the best area. And then we'd come down here, we'd go to shows at the Glass House, and it was almost like the arts community fooled the previous generation into thinking it wasn't, because it wasn't for them. It was a place for young people and artists to really grow up and to show their work and all of that. And it really is awesome. If you guys are anywhere near Pomona right now, hop down to the Artwalk. It's been incredible. There's how many V-dubs and bugs do we have going on down here tonight? There's a special show.
Last I heard was maybe like 40 or possibly 60. They were threatening to bring 200, but I don't think we can fit them. So yeah, there was a ton coming. So there might be some in the parking lot that couldn't get on the street. It was an invite-only show.
Yeah.
SoCal Air Cooled called a bunch of their friends, the German folks. I probably shouldn't name them all because I'm gonna forget one, and then they're gonna get mad at me. Anyways, they're all on the flyer. You can look them up, but they're all cool guys.
Now, you talked about the Arts Colony being around for like 30-plus years. When did Artwalk begin? What was the kind of the origins of that?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not actually sure. So it's sort of... I'm not sure when it started being called anything.
Okay.
But there were, going back 30 years, stories, and I wasn't around, but stories I've heard of artists doing major bonfires in the middle of the street.
No way.
Just crazy art projects and, just a ton of stuff. There's a space down here, the DAW Center for the Arts.
Yeah.
That's really well-known community art center.
Okay.
They do a lot of stuff like with kids and families and stuff like that, but they were basically like part of the hub of this space. And so they actually have, in there's a whole wall that actually shows you a little bit of the history of them,
that
cool. Shows a lot of the history of the area. But there's a ton of stories of coffee shops that didn't make it that sort of brought art in and back and forth. And of course, the area wasn't zoned for it yet. So we had, there was artists living in warehouses that technically they weren't supposed to be.
Okay.
And so it was a true arts kind of neighborhood because it was cheap rent and big space. And so they were able to take this area that had been devastated, after the 60s into the 70s. And so be able
kind
to
of
actually
reclaim it and kind of re-identify
revitalize that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been really cool. It's been a long time.
It's wild, man. And now you got the School of the Arts too, which is really cool because something that started as kind of this, hey, what's up? It's Jackson. It's your boy. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Jackson.
You see your daddy on the thing?
And Brooklyn.
Jackson
and
got a
Chara.
haircut. Hi, Brooklyn. How are
Kieran.
you? Kieran, man. Dude, you want to hop on here?
Norik.
Dude, come on over here. Hop over here. He's gonna hop over here by you, Josh. Jackson wants to hop on too. We are live right now. This is the first ever live. We are Facebook Live.
Wait.
This is Chara, everybody, over here. This is in charge. This is Kieran. This is Chara. And Chara, do your 30-second pitch for Artwalk.
No. We're gonna do.
We're doing it.
There we go.
Oh, cool. I think it's funny. We're live on video and she's taking a picture.
That's my wife. That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm just leaving it alone.
That's awesome, dude. Hop in here, man. So, I've known this guy since he was a young man, a young buck. Sit down right here. Give us a pitch, man. I know you got a show that you're going to tonight. You got to take off soon.
Yes.
But hit him up. Tell him a little bit about what you do. These are probably
What's up,
sweaty,
everybody?
I want to throw these on you.
Throw them on me, man.
There you go.
Let's get official. Okay, we're here.
All right,
What's
you
up,
do
Josh?
the interview, man. You
Okay.
hit him
Oh,
up
man.
about what he does.
I feel so honored to be here.
I know your
right
real
now.
name,
It's
but
so
what do you
crazy.
go by?
I go by Norik. That's cool. So that's cool, meaning that everything is cool.
Because he's cool like that.
Because I'm cool like that. Exactly.
Exactly.
So that's
So
just
what do you
I
do?
I'm a rapper and entrepreneur. I work a business called Grand Life, and we partner up with other organizations and other artists in order to provide them resources and put on shows and just do dope stuff for the community. I'm representing Pomona. We're out here at the Pomona Artwalk. I got a show in Monterey Park. It's called What is Hip Hop? So I'm going to go spit some bars for these people. And, I got my merch with me. I got all my stuff. And it's going to be a good time. So I just wanted to stop by, say hi to the fam, everything.
He was literally getting ready to hop in the car, and I was like, wait, we're going live. You got to stick around and hop on the podcast.
It was so crazy because, I came out. I was like, all right, let me go say hi to Josh real quick. If he convinces me, then I'll stay. And then I come back down, and I was like, all right, Taylor, I'm going to do it.
So let me say this about him, because, all right, so there's a million people out there who, are in the music business, and they have production companies, and, they put on shows. But this guy's for real legit. He's doing a ton of stuff in the neighborhood. I work with all kinds of people, And
Yeah.
so, what's cool is that, you guys are for real doing, amazing stuff. All the people that you guys are producing and bringing out are all top-notch. People are not selling stuff out of their trunk. They're actually selling stuff.
Real merch,
Real
guys.
shows.
Real prints. We're doing real prints out here. Real
And
stickers.
But it's cool, and it's about the neighborhood. It's about community. It's about
Yeah.
uplifting, and
Yep.
it's how long, I've
Absolutely.
known you since you were 13.
13.
that.
Taylor's known me since I was a youngin' too.
Yeah.
They've mentored me. They've seen me grow up, and now it's really cool to be a partner in what they do and to partner up with Josh in order to put on these events at the Artwalk and to be on Taylor's podcast. This is a dream come true for me, and this is just really dope. And it's all about connecting. It's crazy how everything comes back around. And as long as you're following your passions and you're moving forward and you're making stuff happen, the right people are going to be in your circles, and everybody's going to come around, and you can make it happen. So
that was probably it. But one thing, shows are called About to Break.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing you would give advice to people who are in that, I always explain the show as you're right in between your life breaking down completely and
Mental
getting
breakdown
getting that
and getting
major
a big
break
break,
in life.
yeah, and getting it. So
what's
it's
a piece
it's
of
almost
advice?
there, and you're so tired of it not going the right way. I would say press on. I would definitely say if it is time to audit yourself or audit your group, that is what you need to do. It is imperative for you to make your dream happen as a person, to fulfill your purpose in this life. You cannot let anything deter that. So if it's people that are around you, audit them. Make sure that they're for the dream. Make sure that they're about it. If they need help, play to their strengths. Don't play to weaknesses. Don't make people do things that they just wouldn't be able to do.
That's right.
You want to be efficient. You want to be on time, and you just want to kill it. 100% just come from the heart. That's
Love
the
that.
best thing I can say.
Man,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for doing this. Bro.
Absolutely.
I know you got to head to your show. We'll tell people, how can they check you out? Where do they
You
find
guys
you
can
online,
find me everywhere, online, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud at That's Cool, THASCOOL. My name is Norik. That's cool. You can catch me everywhere. Google.
And what's the name of your album that
my album
the one that you did the night before and then the morning after?
That was the name of the
That's
album.
dope.
It's the night before and the morning of.
Did I get
it's
it
for
right?
the nighttime.
Close? I was close.
Yeah, you were close. It was, it's in the morning of. It's for the nighttime and the daytime. So it's for partying at night. You listen to the night before, and then that morning when you wake up, put on the morning of, and you're gonna get it popping.
Seriously, who does that?
I'm
Who
just
does
saying.
that? That's
That's
brilliant. I love
Morning
it.
shows coming soon. Come out in your robe, in your pajamas. We're gonna have coffee and croissants.
Love it, man.
That's awesome, bro. Awesome,
Thanks, sir.
man. Hey, kill it
Thank
tonight.
you.
Have a good show,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Sweet.
Josh, man, I just think I love it. First of all, Zach Yandra, my buddy is on there. He says, tell him like it is, Josh.
Hey, Zach.
I love and Kieran said it so good, man, and you hit on this, but it's really about taking care of people in the process. So many artists, and the idea of About to Break is like you're trying to do the thing you love, you're trying to pay your bills doing it, and yet in the process, this guy is not only working on his thing, but he's bringing up other people and helping them out, and that's really
Absolutely.
kind of what the whole Artwalk and the community around here is all about, right?
I love it. And one of the things I love that he says is the word audit.
Yeah.
Because when I sit with my clients, I always say, we move away from like what you like, we pull all the emotion away, and it just comes down to what's effective.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
so many
yeah,
times
yeah.
when you're in the business, like you're always trying to like be nice and do all the stuff that like
Totally.
bring everybody. It's the MC Hammer. Sorry, MC Hammer, for bringing that up again. But
Why do you
but it's that
mean MC
concept,
Hammer?
like because he basically brought all his friends on and then ended up
And
going
then it
broke
just-
because he
yeah.
like was carrying them all.
That's right,
But
yeah.
at some point in your life, you need to audit because it's like you need to understand what is most effective and let that control because you don't. Tim, my uncle says,
Yeah.
you don't chase your dreams, you cooperate with them.
Okay.
And so it's about being specific and strategic about like what you want to do.
That's
Anyways,
so
I love
cool,
it, man.
That's awesome.
We have somebody else.
We got someone over here. Hey, how's it going? Come on over. Grab a seat. Oh, she can sit here. And here, we'll do this. We'll swap back and forth. How's it going? I'm Taylor. I don't know if we've met before.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm Lorenza.
Lorenza, nice to meet you, Lorenza.
Nice to meet you,
So Lorenza, we're doing a live show called About to Break. We're live on
Hey.
Facebook. This will come out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, all that on Wednesday. But the whole idea is we talk about to break is like artists trying to do what they love,
Yeah.
and you feel like you're this close to a breakthrough, this close to a breakdown.
Yeah.
So what I love is we've never met, and yet if you're an artist, you've experienced this on some level. So hit people up,
Absolutely.
tell them what you do, and I'm gonna swing this over here. I'm gonna slide these on you if you don't mind. They're
No.
probably a little bit sweaty, but you know what?
It's okay.
Here we
Oh,
go.
wow.
So tell people a little bit about what you do. What is your art medium?
Well, as to like how I deal with breakthrough and breakdown.
Yeah. But first of all, I mean, just what do you do? Are you an artist, singer, musician? What is your?
Well, I'm a singer,
Awesome.
and I've been singing ever since I was little. It's always been my passion, and I also I model, and I write a little bit. I'm starting to write more, and I just graduated.
Awesome.
So now I'm getting more into it, trying to put myself more out there and, get as much experience as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were gonna pick one of those things, I know as artists we have all these different avenues,
Yes,
but
yes,
what
yes.
is the one that is like the thing that you wake
Singing.
up for? Singing.
Singing.
Awesome.
It's what I do every day.
Yeah. Are you singing tonight?
I actually just got done singing.
You just finished.
Yeah,
oh
you
my
missed it.
goodness.
You missed
Oh my
it.
goodness, guys, you got to come down to Artwalk. You don't want to
Yeah.
miss this stuff, man.
You don't. Yeah, but it was really nice. I really liked the vibe. Everyone was really supporting,
Yeah.
and it was just a really good crowd. So
So
I'm really
great.
glad I did this, and it was my first time, and I would definitely do it again.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So you just graduated.
Yep.
You're singing and you're going out there. You're doing shows. If you were going to give one piece of advice to someone that you've learned when you feel like you're this close to a breakthrough, this close to a breakdown, what do you do to encourage yourself as an artist?
What I do to encourage myself as an artist? Well, first I pray,
Yeah.
and oh man, it's really personal.
I
It's
know,
really
no
personal.
pressure. You're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. Yeah, just tell everyone your heart and soul.
No biggie.
Right.
But what I do is I think to myself a lot. I'm definitely an overthinker, and what is usually why I kind of feel like I'm about to break down because I'm like, oh my god, this is not going to work out because oh my god, it's gonna be so awkward. And yeah, I think a lot. But what I do, I take a minute, I breathe, I pray. I just realize that if I be my 100% self, then I mean, nothing can go wrong because
Yeah,
like
right.
if you're being true and you're being honest, like it will resonate, you know?
Absolutely.
It will resonate to people, and then they will feel that emotion. And so I just say be yourself, You know, if you have a passion, go for it. If you truly believe you can do something, do it. It just takes hard work, dedication, and you're gonna hit your lows. Let me tell you, you're gonna hit your lows, and you're gonna feel like you can't do it, or this is not for you. But I feel like in those moments is where you need to decide, and then those moments are very important. They're very important because that's what makes you, strong enough. It makes you. It's the pushing through moment. So you have to push through those times because those times will happen. Yeah, they will. They have to. Totally. And that's what builds you. It builds you.
Very often, like you'll have it happen once, and then it's gonna happen again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen a lot of times. A lot of
times.
Josh
and I talk about that a lot.
Yeah, no, it really is crazy. It's just like, it literally just comes around the corner sometimes, and it's like,
unexpectedly.
Yeah, and it's about being prepared because you never know when that's gonna happen.
Yeah, expect the
and so
unexpected.
you have the discipline, you work hard, you work your craft, and so when that happens, it's just like, hopefully
life,
you're sitting there and you're ready for it.
Life is filled with hidden variables.
Absolutely.
So you have to be prepared for it.
Yeah,
you have to take a breath and just realize it. It's gonna be okay. You take it step by step. Just push through.
That's awesome.
And then at the end of the day, you'll feel really good about it. Like, I did it. I got through it. So.
All right, well, pitch people. How can they get a hold of what you're doing? Can they follow you on Instagram, or where do they find new stuff? Do you have anything out yet?
You can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
The Addy is LEE.RODRIGUEZ___.
That's
awesome.
Oh yes.
That's awesome.
Because the one with one underscore was already taken.
Yeah, it was already taken.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Back to Artwalk, guys. Check out all that's going on. Great artists here. Thanks so much.
Thank you
guys. All right. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, isn't it crazy, man, that it seems like no matter if you're an artist, a musician, a singer, an entertainer, comedian, magician, everybody deals with this thing of second guessing yourself, not knowing if you're gonna make it, and so it's so encouraging to talk with other artists who are going through those things, man. I mean, that's part of why we do this podcast. It's good therapy, man, to have other people there.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I think most people sit at home and think they're the only one. Maybe one other
Isn't
guy.
that crazy?
And it's like to find out that literally everybody. I mean, literally even the guys who are top-notch crazy A-listers.
Oh yeah.
They have those days that they're going through stuff. They just that's not what they talk about when they're
No, well, and
Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I mean, as much as I love Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon, and I would never turn down an opportunity to talk to them.
No, of course.
But they have 7
How
minutes.
can they reach? No, I'm just
You really got 7 minutes in between commercials, so you don't really have time to get into the stuff that's challenging.
It's a funny story, maybe something, and then a pitch at the end for whatever you're doing, and then
right.
That's the next guy.
Chipper Lowell's on here. He says, "Taylor, you never look better." Oh wait, that wasn't you.
Nice.
Well, hey guys, if you're just jumping on, we are doing our first ever live recording. This is About to Break podcast live. This will go up at the edited version. We'll go up on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all that stuff. But right now we are recording live from the Artwalk in Pomona. And I like it. It's getting a little darker. Got some good vibes going on right now. Got my buddy Keith Coast right here. Keith, come on, hop in here, man. We're going to put you on the spot. What's going on, Keith? Keith has been artist wrangling for us.
Yes.
Oh, look.
I've been artist wrangling. There's some pork belly artists over here.
Pork belly artists?
Yeah, these people know what they're doing. They're.
You mean they're cooking pork belly?
Yeah, they're cooking pork belly on a barbecue.
So good. And he marinates them in, I hope I'm not giving away a secret, but in pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Ooh.
So good.
I don't know.
That's
and then,
delicious.
Then they have these
Man,
it looks like Spam sushi. I'm gonna have to get one and bring it over here.
Yeah, Spam sushi?
Yeah, it looks like a sushi roll.
That's what you were saying. Yeah, he does the
with
sushi, the Spam roll.
and jalapeno.
Okay.
And I'm really hurting because last night we were in Vegas for your show.
We were in Vegas. We
And
literally
all we did was eat.
we got back 4 hours ago from Vegas. And I did a show. We ate when we got there, and then I did a show, and while I was gone, you went to the buffet.
Yeah, it was good. And then we woke up this morning and had an all-you-can-eat
What was
buffet.
that?
What hotel were you at?
Red Rock.
We were at Red Rock. So I did a show at Red Rock, which is 30 miles, it felt like.
Yeah,
it's 30 minutes.
It was a
off the
30-minute
strip.
drive.
Yeah. But Keith had never been to Vegas, and so we went down to Vegas. And I said, "Hey, hop on," and he came on, and we went and did the show, and then we came back here.
Yeah, and here we are, and it's amazing. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah, it is a beautiful night. Keith has been on the podcast. You guys have heard Keith and I talk many times about our woes. But Keith, how are you doing as an artist right now? I know you just came off a really busy summer.
Yeah. Right now, I'm at the point where I was almost about to break.
Yeah.
But
You got this close, and then
well, that's what you have to do. Like right now, so I went for 2 months really hard.
Yeah.
Like 10 weeks back to back, and now I'm taking some vacation time.
it's awesome, man.
And I'm having a really hard time right now because I've got a little, I got a little cash saved up from all the work I've done.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
that
there's-
deal of you work, save the money, then you spend the money, and then you need to go work again.
Right, but there's a 59 Volkswagen Bug over here
It's calling your name.
that's for sale. And I don't think my wife is going to be down with it. Actually, she already told me she's not, but that's okay.
Wait, hold on. Josh? Oh, Julia. Josh. Oh, look. It's Julia Swodek. Josh, your sister.
Oh,
she says hashtag sister love. Nashville, there's a lot of artists. Julia, how come we haven't done a podcast yet? I'm waiting for Julia to respond. She'll respond in a moment.
Julia worked with famous artists as a nanny.
That's true. Did she have to sign what I want to know is if you're nannying for a famous artist, do you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, Julia? If you could type that there on the Facebook Live, that would be awesome. We want to know when you nanny. Josh, you might know this. When she nannied for, she said, bring it on. Yeah. Okay, so we just booked a new podcast with Julia Swodek. Julia, when you were nannying for famous people, did you have to sign an NDA that said you can't talk about that? I just want to know when we do the podcast if we're allowed to discuss that.
NDA means non-disclosure agreement.
Oh,
for
she said
all
yes. You do have to sign a non-disclosure
muggles out
agreement.
there.
That's crazy, and she signed an NDA for being a nanny.
Well, I was saying anybody else that didn't know.
That's because when you're a nanny for famous people, you deal with the baby crap and the grown-up crap, and you're not allowed to talk about it.
That's the only way I
hey,
can.
look, it's Jeremy. How you doing, man? Good to see you. We are here at the Pomona Artwalk. We're running into fun folks, and we're talking about being artists and what that's all like. Josh and Keith, I want to see you guys talk a little bit together. This will be fun. Hop down here. We should get some more chairs next time we do this. What was that? Yeah.
Some of your next victims are over here.
We got some folks. Where?
Yeah,
grab 'em.
I can't remember. her name.
Right over here.
Right,
We're gonna
yes,
meet her.
Yes, she said she'd talk.
The ones looking away
LT.
from us.
No. The
No?
ones looking
Oh,
at
right
us.
here.
Yes, right here.
Okay, I'm
Her.
gonna go meet them.
Her. Yes.
All right, you
Very
guys.
cool.
All right.
Keep everybody entertained.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Josh.
How you doing? Your shirt is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That's an awesome mix of colors.
I've only seen 2 movies this summer, but twice. I saw Guardians 2
Same movie?
twice,
The same movie?
and Spider-Man twice.
Oh, nice.
So I've only
I
been
saw
to the movie-
Spider-Man.
Did you like it?
No, I loved it. It was
Oh.
like brilliant.
I think it was the best yet.
So I'm not like a hardcore comic guy, but I have like a respect
Right.
for old school comics.
Totally.
And I felt like this was the only one that ever really kind of felt like I felt like Peter Parker actually felt a little awkward and nerdy.
Absolutely.
And it made sense. Like where the other guys like they were almost trying to be too cool, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
totally.
So I totally loved it. It was
Absolutely.
I will own it as well. That's what I do when I like. I have a ridiculous amount of Blu-ray and DVDs at home.
I know. I had my goal actually back before we sold everything and downsized. Actually, was I wanted to have an entertainment system that would accept all media, from like vinyl up to current. So I wanted to have like to be able to take the laser discs, the beta tapes, VHS, DVDs,
ADAT, don't forget ADAT.
ADAT, but then also vinyl, cassette,
All of
8-track, all of it. So I just have this one media station where I could go to the flea market, pick up something, plug it in, and there we go. But then we decided that we were going to live in a motorhome full time, and I
Which is
can't.
cool too.
It's just cool. It's just a different phase of my life right now.
Just harder to park.
It's harder to park.
So hold on, I have a motorhome question.
Yes.
So I heard a rumor that you can park at Walmarts. Is that a thing? Do you guys do that?
Yeah, actually you can. I've had to do it like once or twice. I don't really like doing it because Walmarts are crazy. One time I got, this wasn't my current RV, but I had another motorhome that actually got a shopping cart just smashed into it. The wind picked up and then just smashed right into it.
That was
But-
actually me.
Yeah, probably. Could be. I'm having a hard time. They're playing Tootsie Roll over here.
He wants to dance. Go for it. It's live. Do what you got to do.
No,
That's
but
not
yeah,
my song.
when I went to when we drove up to Alaska last year, all the RV parks were closed. Walmart was the only place we could park, and there was like 15 people parked outside.
And 35-cent sodas.
Right, but
Just don't do
I
that.
woke up the next morning and I thought I was like in a refugee camp because there was like literally like 40 different motorhomes, RVs, fifth wheels, everything, just parked out.
7 of them were for punk bands.
Yes.
They were traveling.
Probably, yeah, absolutely.
How are you guys doing? You holding down the
We're
fort?
good.
while I was
Yeah,
gone?
yeah, totally.
I found some friends.
We changed the name of the show.
What is it called
No,
now?
I'm just joking.
How to park at Walmart?
Yeah.
Come on over, guys. These are new friends, everybody.
All right.
This is Lance.
How you doing?
Come on over. Come on over.
Yeah.
Hello, come on in, guys. We need to get a couch. We need a couch for the guys.
I'm doing good. Doing good.
So, hey, look, man, it's Chris Ruggiero. How you doing, buddy? Chris Ruggiero is live. Here, hop on, guys. You're live on Facebook. I don't know if you realize that.
What's going on Facebook?
So here's what I love. We are doing our first ever live podcast recording. Every week on the podcast on About to Break, we talk about the highs and lows of being an artist. All right, you're this close to a breakdown. You're this close to a breakthrough. And I was setting up earlier, and I met these folks, and they were telling me both of them went to school for music. So
Sure did.
Tell us a little bit about what you do, man.
I'm a recording artist. I do music. I make music production. I'm a beat maker. You guys can find me on Instagram at beats1. You can just look me up and I can get in contact with you and we can work.
Look
I
at that,
love
man.
music.
See, this is how you do it. This is how
Everything.
This is how you do it. As an artist, you take every opportunity you have to let people know
right.
about your work and what you
That's
do. And
right.
Yes, I
you
do.
both went to school for music. Is that right?
Yes. I went to Musicians Institute, class of 09. And I studied keyboard technology, music business, songwriting. After that, I went into Grammy Academy. I worked with Universal Music Group. So yeah, it was a fun. It was a
Her
fun
resume
run.
is way more extensive than mine. I'm trying to get there.
That's a total artist thing too. You're all excited about what you're doing. You hear one person has one other thing that's really cool.
like,
Look, Josh Swodick just said on Facebook Live, "Hi Taylor, it's me. I'm Josh, and I'm to your left." Because he's right here on Facebook Live.
Right.
So
up, Josh?
I know we just met, but hit me up with what is the thing that as an artist is the biggest challenge for you? Because obviously we're talking about highs and lows. You know, all of us there's this theme as artists of we're trying to do the thing we love, but it's hard work and it's a challenge. It's a struggle. How do you encourage yourself, Lance?
How I encourage myself, my biggest challenge would be working with artists that are not so much into my genre of music, but I have to conform and try to make myself more into their genre of music. Like if I want to do something R&B or classical or gospel, I try to make myself conform to do everything. So that'd be my biggest challenge, trying to come from my background and go into other people's backgrounds and do music with them.
That's a
my
challenge. That's
biggest
a challenge too. When you are getting work and someone wants to work with you, and it's like this close to the thing you want to do.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? It's like-
Right on the cusp. Right on the cusp. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, hello, hi from Missouri. My friend Natalie Allen is on from Missouri.
What's up?
How do you encourage yourself? What's a big challenge for you as an artist?
My
No pressure,
challenge.
Just pour out your guts.
I worked because I went to school in Hollywood and then I worked in Hollywood and in the Valley. My biggest challenge was the artistry side and marrying it to getting paid.
Yeah, that's a big challenge. I like
So
that.
yeah, so when those checks start bouncing, and then people they expect you to work for free or to provide your art for free.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's actually a lot you can get out of working for free in terms of networking. There's sweat equity that you can put into something and get something out of it.
But it's also tough when someone offers you, this is a really good opportunity. It's not going to pay anything. But,
right, like
listen,
you won't be able to pay your rent.
You won't be able to eat today, but we can do this work.
Right.
Good exposure.
What was that,
Right,
Keith?
exposure.
It's good exposure.
Right, with the ears.
Yeah.
It's good exposure.
That's awesome.
That
Chipper
part.
wants to know the status on the brain illusion, Keith. Chipper Lowell wants to know about your big brain. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. Thanks for asking about my big brain,
And
Chipper.
you didn't pitch us. How can people find you if they want to see the work that you're doing? Do you have something online or
you
Instagram,
can follow me
Facebook?
on Instagram at i.am.queen. I have 2 Instagram pages, but that's my music page.
Okay.
Or you can look me up at Seashell. That's CeeChelle.
Awesome.
Courtney Michelle on Facebook. So you can see my work. I have a couple music videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just showing her one a second
Oh, that's
ago.
so rad.
I was like, I hope they take this down soon.
So
That's funny. You're so excited about a project, then you
Right.
finish it, and then you're like, I never want anyone
Like,
to see this again.
I'm like, I don't have the email that's connected to that, so I can't.
oh man.
But hey, you just put it out there and let it fly. Let people.
Courtney, Lance, I'm so grateful that you guys would hop on here and talk
thank
with,
you. We
appreciate
with
you.
people about the work that you do. We're so
Yes,
grateful,
man.
man.
Thank you for
Nice to meet
having
you. Thanks
us.
for
Yeah,
having
we'll
us.
see you afterward. We'll have to catch up
Thanks for having us,
afterward. Yeah,
thank you.
nice to
Let's take it easy.
All right, Facebook.
All right, Chipper wants to know, Keith, you got to hop on here and talk about. Oh, look at Annette is at my mom's house. They must be having a Facebook viewing party. 7 people and 4 of them are in my mom's living room right now. I'm sure of it.
I love your mom.
I hope
I
they're
told you the
having
other day,
popcorn.
the only person, there's only 2 people that comment on my Facebook post more than my own mother. That's your mom
Yeah.
and your wife's mom.
Yes, Keith and I always joke. You know, as artists, you put out this stuff and you hope people enjoy it. And then we're so grateful to have supportive parents. It is so
Right.
funny that instantly the only 2 people that like our posts are my mom. Look, there's Billy Dorman. It's your mom.
See?
And then
That's what I'm saying.
that's fantastic. Oh my goodness. So Chipper wants to know,
Yes.
Keith, about your giant brain illusion.
Yes.
This-
Hang on, my brain is not an illusion. I want to clarify
The fact-
that.
yeah.
I don't have a big giant brain, but I do have a big giant brain illusion.
Yes. So Keith, for those of you who haven't met him and haven't watched the million YouTube videos he and I have done together,
Yes.
or haven't listened to the podcast with Keith, which you can on abouttobreakpodcast.com.
That's right.
Or on iTunes or Stitcher or YouTube now.
I'm trying to remember what
Google
episodes
Play?
I am. I'm episodes like 22, 23, somewhere.
I
around
think it's there, yeah.
Something like that.
But we talked about one of the podcasts was us literally driving to Fresno because you had purchased a giant brain.
there. Giant brain.
Yeah. So tell people about it, man.
So-
you've had the brain now for the summer.
Yeah, so we bought it for our summer tour, doing summer camps with kids. It was great. We went and picked it up from a place called Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
It's built by, I didn't know who
Hi,
it was at the
Francis.
time. I gave him the brain in his head.
Here you
That's
go,
my
man.
mom, yeah.
It's a podcast. It's on iTunes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's free. It's really cool. You should check it out.
It's so crazy
Sorry, I
out
didn't mean to
here.
interrupt your story.
No.
As people walk by, I'm just shamelessly promoting the podcast.
People are looking by, they're like this, they're like,
Yes.
are
If
these
you-
guys famous?
Hey, if you subscribe to our podcast, I'll give you a sticker and a fidget spinner. Because that's where I'm at right now, folks.
So the big brain illusion, it's this big giant brain. I put my daughter inside of it, and then I have these lightsaber swords that go
Yeah,
through
like
it.
a laser sword.
It looks impossible. Take the lightsabers out of it. My
And then
daughter's alive.
Well, you climb in it too.
Yeah, I climb
Then
in
he
it.
gets in it, and he fills the brain.
Fills the brain.
There's no
that's a
way.
that's a polite way to put it.
It's yes.
I have pictures on my phone of you and I both trying to put our big butts inside the brain.
We tried to just get in it. That
Yeah.
without the swords, that would have been the illusion.
We almost
Keith and I did it.
broke a priceless, one-of-a-kind illusion.
But you actually, you just released a video. People can go see you doing the brain on your new demo reel, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
that is facebook.com/Keith Coates.
Talking about things, I'm on YouTube.
Not Facebook. What am I talking about? YouTube.com/.
I'm on
Keith
YouTube.
Coates.
Check out youtube.com/Keith Coast.
Yep.
I'm only like 40 people away from making it to the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is big for me because once I hit that 1,000,
Chipper says he's
I can
glad to
open up.
see that you're using more than 10% of your brain.
well, that's what I do.
He
what I
filled
do.
he filled 110% of it when he tried to climb inside it, Chipper. So yeah, people can go check out Keith's new demo video. It's pretty rad. YouTube.com/Keith
He
Coast.
edited it actually, so
And I'm really excited about this. We're probably going to clean this up, put some better audio on it, throw this on YouTube. But we just started a YouTube for About to Break.
Yep.
And it's youtube.com/About to Break podcast. So you can go on there. Joshua Swodik, climb back in here, man. Climb back in here. The Artwalk has come
My
alive.
song is on. My song is on.
What? Your
Salt
song-
and pepper. Push it. That's not my song.
I love Salt and Pepper, man.
That is
Oh my
absolutely
goodness.
my
It's my sister is here. And my
Hey.
Come here. This is my niece Paisley. Hi Paisley. Hi Ezekiel, how are you? We are this is a live event, folks. We're doing a live podcast here. Hi sis, how are you? Come here. Come here,
Just come in
guys.
and say hi.
Come here. This is oh look at Natalie Allen says, how could the audio get any better if Salt and Pepper's playing?
Hey, Natalie.
Say
It's
hi-
not playing
say hi
anymore.
to
Now it's some
Natalie.
Hi,
Michael.
Natalie.
This is my sister Sarah. My sister Sarah is a makeup artist and a singer. And she also one time picked up Vern Troyer to allow him to get a Slurpee at a 7-Eleven.
I did do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of my favorite
It
stories
didn't
ever.
occur to me to like try to get the Slurpee for him. I just picked him up like an infant and
Yes.
helped him get a Slurpee.
Yes, Vern. Hi, Ezekiel.
Hey you!
This is my nephew Ezekiel.
This is my favorite cheese.
This is your favorite cheese? Nice to meet you, Ezekiel. That's Ezekiel. This podcast is sponsored by Ezekiel's favorite cheese, apparently. Oh my goodness, it's Jaime Mejia. How are you, sir? I haven't seen you in
jump
like
in. We should
27
interview you.
years. Come on over here. Come on over here. This is About to Break podcast. So, Jaime, I haven't seen you in forever, man.
Yeah, I look the same, don't I?
It's good to, you do look the same. I love that I look 27 years older and you look like way younger.
Because I stopped maturing.
You look really
30.
good, man.
Thank you.
You've been
Brown,
taking
brown.
care of yourself.
Brown. That's my daughter's dog.
What?
That.
Hey, do you want him to walk your dog? He's my friend. He's
really?
trustworthy. Yeah. Look at that. Hey,
right.
come on the podcast.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, look, Vito Panacaro is on. Jaime, look at this. You know
Who's that?
Vito Panacaro.
Oh
You know
yeah,
that
Vito.
cat? Oh my
Used to
goodness.
be my volunteer there.
That's great.
He's got like 12 kids now, I think.
Does he really?
Yep.
That's what happens, man, when
Yep.
you don't have cable.
Yeah.
So Jaime, I good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you.
So
Let's see some magic.
Well, I know, man. Well, I do a podcast called About to Break, which you're on right now. We are live on Facebook.
Nice.
And then we'll be on what do you call it? All the other things.
Oh, good.
iTunes
Good.
and all that.
Well, I follow you on Facebook. And
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
You're over at the Magic Castle.
Yeah, we
Stuff
just
back-
finished a run at the castle,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
yeah, man. So,
Good.
videographer, filmmaker, all kinds of stuff, man. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
What's one tip you've learned about the entertainment business?
Don't believe everything you see.
That's beautiful.
Fake,
I love
fake news.
that. Yeah, right. All of it. All of it. Marcus, how are you, buddy? My buddy Marcus has just
Wait a minute,
joined
do
us.
I know Marcus?
You know Marcus Williams.
I think so.
His Facebook
Maybe.
is called Marcus Love, which is confusing, but it's actually Marcus Williams.
Ah, really?
Yeah, we are here. I saw your girl, man.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Yes, she's very
Well, you know,
pregnant.
I taught my daughters well. I said, hey, you want a guy, get pregnant. That'll keep you. That's what I taught them. And they're all, yeah.
Is your granddaughter there? I want to see the baby. Julia Swodik wants to see the baby.
Oh, the baby. No, it's the other daughter.
Yeah, the other daughter. This one, the
This
baby
one,
is
the baby's still like
still
in there.
incubating.
Still there.
Yeah,
Coming out.
she's
in
about
a-
to break in a different way.
Yeah,
About to break.
yeah.
Well, dude, thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by and
yeah.
letting us babysit your dog
Yeah,
and put
for
you on
sure.
a podcast.
There's my dog.
There's the dog right
not
there.
my dog.
Yeah,
My daughter's
no,
dog.
your daughter's dog.
Cool.
Awesome, man.
Cool.
Well, dude, enjoy
Funny
enjoy
guy. Funny
Artwalk.
guy. Funny guy.
Well,
and,
yeah,
and does magic.
I
do
do.
magic, the other kind. Watch later.
Jaime has now disappeared. Keith, come back, man. I'm just swapping co-hosts left and right. This is our first ever live About to Break podcast. Thank you guys for joining. Those of you who have been tuning in here on Facebook Live. And this is pretty exciting, man, because we are going to put this out on YouTube and on iTunes and Stitcher and all of that stuff.
You do SoundCloud too?
You know what? I haven't done SoundCloud yet. Should I do SoundCloud? If you are watching, let me know. Should the podcast be on SoundCloud?
It's another playground.
It is another playground. That's great. Josh, how are you, man?
I'm doing well.
I love Artwalk. I love
it's live, and someone got locked out of something, and I had to go open it. So it is what it is. Because I'm 500 block staff.
500 block staff. We are 43 minutes into our hour broadcast, and this is pretty fun, man. I can start to smell those the delicious pork belly over there.
Yeah, it's there.
It is fantastic. I've already decided I'm going to get a pork belly, and then I'm going to get a Kona snow cone, and then I'm going to go up and watch the exhibition up there. I had a coffee already.
Any kid, man.
It's
amazing.
so good. What else do people need to know about the Pomona art scene, Swodik? What have we not told them?
It's really cool. I'm actually a cultural arts commissioner here, but we do a lot of stuff through like the for the schools, the community, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's not just like fine art, big fancy stuff. Like we do have that as well.
Oh yeah,
have a
we started to
phenomenal,
talk about the school, but we
ceramics
didn't really get into
museum.
it.
The school is super cool. That's our public charter school.
Your daughter's going to be going there.
She will. own recording studio. They've got like a phenomenal like theater program, music, painting.
It's really,
really great.
It's really incredible. Last, I think May when I was here, there was an exhibition with the school. They were doing like a big showcase of all the students' artwork and all that stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
That's awesome. Zach Gandra wants us to turn Tootsie Roll back on.
I know. I was trying to comment on here.
And somebody wanted to shout out in Phillips Ranch. I know Phillips Ranch.
Eric Tripaco?
Hey, Eric. Eric's in Phillips Ranch, guys. And what... Your mom wants a pastrami. Oh my goodness, folks! If you're just tuning in, we are live here, about to break live. Check out the podcast if you haven't already subscribed on iTunes or Stitcher or all the other podcasty app things. Please go on there and we're smiling for a picture. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Sally Egan.
Hi, Sally. I haven't met Sally.
She's a phenomenal photographer, but she's shy.
Oh, she's shy.
So-
Can we at least push your website? What's your website?
She actually does all the
she's gone.
for downtown Pomona. .org, and then she does her own shows and stuff. She does.
We just lost Sally. She's a great photographer. Do we know? We don't know her website or her Instagram or anything like that, huh? You have to go check it out. She's a Pomona photographer. Hey, Kate, how are you? Katie, come here. No, this is my wife, Katie. She's like, I don't like to be on the camera. Hey, how are you, love?
Good.
I just want people to see your cute haircut. Katie got a new haircut. It's fun. And now my children are pulling Katie away. Probably because they want another snow cone. So, what's going on, boys? What have we not talked about here on the podcast? Usually this is the part where we edit out the lull.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, there's a lot of booths out here.
Zach says hi to Katie. My mom says, what about Zeke? What happened to Zeke? Zach didn't get to see Ezekiel. Go back. Hello, come here. A new friend. Let's meet a new friend, folks. We are here about to break live, and we are meeting new friends. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Come on in and grab a seat.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
And we haven't met yet. I'm Taylor. What is your name?
My name is Amber.
Amber. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And
this is awesome.
Amber, we are doing a podcast here. We do a podcast every week called About to Break.
Awesome.
We talk to artists about just trying to do the thing they love for a living.
Yeah.
And you're here. Is this your booth here?
This is my booth over here.
Well, give people a pitch. Tell them a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. Well, I am Amber, and my booth is Crafty Mantis.
Crafty Mantis.
Yes, I am the Crafty Mantis.
Awesome.
So what I do, I'm a fiber artist, fiber and textile. So I crochet, I knit during the winter months. I do a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
I also make carpet bags, like old school.
No way.
Carpet bags.
When I think carpet bag, I think like Mary Poppins bag, like that kind of bag.
Mary Poppins is my spirit animal.
Oh my goodness! Oh look, here's one of the bags. Josh brought it over. Wait a minute! It opens like a Gladstone bag.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a bag geek. My wife better not see this because I'm gonna commission a bag. Look at that!
Yes.
So cool. What got you into making bags and textile work and everything?
Well, I got my start doing costuming for like Renaissance fairs.
Very cool. Yeah.
So when you get involved in stuff based on history, you start to really immerse yourself, and this was just another thing that you could do with the fabrics that you work with.
Yeah.
You know, so I just love making them.
What got you into it? Did you have someone in the family who really? Oh, look, my friend Natalie loves it.
Oh,
She's watching right now in Missouri.
Awesome.
And my buddy Zach says, "Nice, Amber. This is gorgeous."
I actually just made this Friday. So
you just made this. How long?
This is fresh off of the machine.
Now, how long does it take to make one of these from start to finish?
Well, it is a collaborative effort. My husband and I work as a team.
Okay.
So he does all of my cut work. So
got it.
I find the fabrics. I find all the detail work. He cuts the fabric. He cuts the wire that you feel inside the mouth and
it's
the
really
bases.
Nice the way it opens.
And we don't have like a big machines or anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
does it all by hand.
That's incredible.
And then he hands it over to me. He says, "Work your magic." So that's what
I love
I do.
it. I love it. And I'm sorry, I asked how you got into it, and then I got so excited about the bag, I forgot to...
My husband and I are travelers. We
Okay.
we do a lot of traveling. He's a professional juggler.
Is he really?
Yes.
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Jeffrey Damont.
Jeffrey Damont.
Yes.
Awesome.
So we do a lot of traveling, and we buy bags, and we just got sick and tired of them falling apart everywhere we go.
I'm so grateful that somebody understands this.
You know?
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So we got to making these bags, and it was like, okay, we have to make them long enough to fit his juggling props.
Yeah.
So the juggling clubs. So we've got big ones, long enough to fit your standard juggling clubs, and then we got these ones right here.
Amber, I'm a professional magician. That's what I do full time.
Okay.
So
awesome.
I know like 90% of my friends are carnies. So how can people get a hold of you? Because I know guys who will call and be like, hey, I need a bag this size.
Okay.
How do they get a hold of you? Do you have a Facebook or a website?
I have an Insta.
An
I'm
Insta, okay.
I'm on Instagram.
Lean in here real good and tell everyone your Insta.
Okay, so my Instagram is at crafty_mantis.
Crafty_mantis.
Correct. And
on
if you
Instagram.
If you see a little Daruma, like
Yeah.
a little, you'll see him. He's my mascot. Come by, check out my stuff. I usually, whenever I make a new bag, that's the first place I'm going to put it.
Amber, that's so stinking cool. And do you do like custom stuff too? If somebody
if somebody really wants me to make something for
Yeah.
them, they can get in touch with me. We can talk about dimensions.
Yeah.
We can talk about, like, if you said you're a magician.
Oh, yeah.
I've done stuff for some magician friends of mine. I've done stuff for other jugglers. It's just been a blast.
Oh, so stinking cool.
So
That's
I
awesome.
totally get it.
Yes.
So if you want me to do, and you want me to burn stuff afterwards, I'll do it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, it's crafty_mantis
right.
on Instagram. So
Yeah.
if you're trying to type it in on the web, it's instagram.com/crafty_mantis or
Correct.
just type in crafty_mantis on Instagram. That's so cool, Amber.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You
And
got
yeah,
it.
I'm going to come over here afterward and we're going to talk about bags.
Awesome. This is
my,
so great.
my wife laughs at me how much I love bags. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome.
great.
Everybody go check out Amber's Insta and you can find out more about the work that she's doing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. So, folks, we are here at the Artwalk in Pomona. Artwalk goes until 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to be here hanging out. Amber's going to be here. She's got a booth right in front of us. And we're going to be here recording live for the next 9 minutes. And then we're going to be hanging out and walking. I'm laughing because my children are in the middle of the street. And they are, there's bubbles. I don't even see where the bubbles are coming from. There's just bubbles falling from the sky and people are checking it out. So, oh, I love it. Billy Dorman is on Amber's Insta right now shopping. Guys, support local artists wherever you find them. I love that people are doing what they love and trying to make a living at it. Bruce Scott, good to see you. Tracy Chung, how are you? Thanks for joining. This is the About to Break podcast. It comes out every Wednesday on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. And tonight we are recording our first ever live recording from the Artwalk. Chara Swodek, can I steal you? Come on over here. Can I put you on the podcast?
But I was about to work.
No. You can work. We're going to be done in 7.5 minutes.
Okay, but I was about to work.
No, you're live right now.
Oh, hi.
All right, hop on. This
See
is
my water?
I love it. That is when you are working and running Artwalk, this is the amount of water you drink. How many times do you fill this up a day?
Well, you know, when I was pregnant with Jackson, I was really, really
Here,
good
we'll put
about
the-
it.
we'll put these on,
do I need to?
yeah.
Oh, someone's calling me though.
Is there call? It's okay.
See?
It's okay. I'll take the call.
Okay, hold on.
It's your mom.
Hey, Mama.
This is great. We're doing
Hey, you okay?
Look, Natalie Allen is here. This is great. So we are live with Chara, and Chara is on the phone with her mother.
You got him?
And Chara is talking to her mother. Guys,
I'm not sure.
being an artist
I'm
isn't
sorry
always
that-
convenient. Sometimes, life happens and
Okay.
you got to
All right,
jump
but you're
on
good?
a call with your
All right,
mom
good.
in the middle of a
All right.
podcast.
We
and,
are good to go
You
then.
know. Zach is having fun.
Oh,
Zach is
thank
enjoying
you.
this.
Aren't they fantastic?
Zach can tell you, this is why we edit our
Aren't they
podcast.
fantastic?
If you're a podcast lover, check out my buddy Zach's. He's dying right now. Check out my buddy Zach's podcast over at losingourreligion.org. Great podcast. We've got an artist over here, sir. I've never met you.
I've got to.
Keith, come on over.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Chara, hi, how are you?
So that was Facebook Live, and I'm very sorry
Your
if you saw
Facebook-
me roll
yes.
my eyes.
Yes, editing is art, Zach says.
Oh wait.
My mom now says
Really?
at least she answers the phone when her mom calls.
Hi, Joyce.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
I
Jackson.
do. Because how sad would that have been? See, I'm really
Right.
tired, so I'm stuttering now.
Sure.
How sad would that have been had I not
know.
answered the phone
I
and then my
know.
mom sees me?
I know, she sees
that's
you
not
on
cool.
Facebook.
That's
Well,
not
at
cool,
least
'cause
you
that
would
means
know
she's
you were
actually
busy.
on the book,
right?
of face.
Well, lean in here real quick. Give me your
Oh,
30-second pitch for people who haven't come to Artwalk, why they need to check out what's going on here at Artwalk.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure you've talked to my husband.
Yes, we've been talking
The
about it a
bearded-
lot.
The bearded guy, yeah.
The
But
bearded
yeah,
wonder.
no, I mean Artwalk's phenomenal. I love that it's an access point for. I don't know if I'm supposed to be staring at myself.
No, that's good. You don't have to look
or
at
you.
yourself. Yeah.
Anyways,
It's an access point for artists?
Yeah, well, for artists, I mean, you should see how many people that we get their cards, and then other people are like, oh, you need to set up over there. You're like, okay, well now we have it organized, so we're doing
Yes.
all of that. Oh look, and then we get to have our gallery, and these wonderful people, Rupesh and his group, are going to be here end of August for a classical Indian tabla drum.
Yes,
band
I saw the poster
festival.
for it. 2
2
days.
days.
2 days.
Yeah, August 19th and 20th.
19th and
Anywho.
20th at the Loft on 2nd.
Yeah, so that's going on. But anyways, yeah, it's nice to see all of the artists, live artists, down here on the 500. We are like very, very specific about people coming down that actually made all of their things.
Yes, that's right. It's not
what's it
resale
called?
things.
Yeah, resale.
Not like fidget
not-
spinners. Of course, if you do subscribe to the podcast tonight, I'll give you a fidget spinner because that's how much I want you to.
Did you paint it?
Okay, go ahead, Char. What were you
Okay,
saying?
so anyhow, look into my eyes, Chara. Oh, hi, Joel. How are you? Okay, anywho, so yeah, but anyways, we have handmade artisans down here, and tonight I'm really excited because it's August, and I treated it like it's my birthday, and so we had an idea of getting Volkswagens down. So we have, I don't know if you've seen the footage at all of tonight, but we've got
It's pretty incredible.
Volkswagens everywhere,
All over.
We've got a great set list, live and a playlist. It's really, really cool. And it's every second Saturday in downtown Pomona. Start over here on the 500. Park at the park or park at the
Yes,
at the
500 block
parking lot,
is where it at.
And then make your way all the way down into Antique Row. There's literally blocks and blocks and blocks of just art. Get inside the galleries. Don't just go to the vendors popped up. It's pretty fantastic.
Jackson, do you
Hey,
want to say
handsome.
about to break? You say
do
about
it.
to break? Say about to break.
You can do it. About to break. No, too many people.
He was talking so much until we put the cans on him. And
I
then
think
he
because
said-
he can hear himself.
I know.
You
Can you say about to break? Okay, yeah, that's
No,
great.
he doesn't think
No,
that he wants to.
he doesn't think that he wants
No, he
to.
doesn't think that he wants to. Okay,
Well, we've
so
got one
I've
more
got to
artist
go.
we're going to hop on. You got to go to work.
Yeah, I got to get back to work.
Thank you so much,
You're
Chara.
welcome. I'll take the headsets.
Hey, folks, if you haven't been down
Bye,
to...
Taylor. Are the
Bye,
kisses?
goodness. Well, I'm not leaving, but I'll see you in a
I know,
minute.
but how cool.
Okay.
Aww. This is so sweet.
It's a
Okay.
family affair here
Okay, bye,
tonight.
Facebook Live.
What, buddy? Oh, you want to say this one? This is where you say about to break. Remember? No. Remember that one, Jackson?
Got to go.
Okay, we've got one more artist that we're going to talk to tonight in the next, the last couple minutes that we got here for the podcast this evening. Hi, sir. Come on over. Katie, do you want to grab Jackson, love?
You got an artist
Kate,
right here, man.
do you mind holding Jackson for a minute or helping him out? Jackson, Auntie Kate's going to get you. What'd you say? Yeah, we got time. We can go longer. Oh, it's totally fine. I'll go as long as people want to hang out. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. I'm Taylor.
Patrick.
Patrick, nice to meet you.
Oh,
We got.
I go by June.
You go by June.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is June. We've got some cans there for you. You can throw those on if you want. So here's the deal, man. We've never met before, but we do a podcast. It's called About to Break, and every Wednesday it comes out. And I just talk to artists, musicians, entertainers, actors, directors about the idea of trying to break into the industry before the industry breaks you.
Right on.
You feel that?
Right.
So
Yeah, I can dig it.
tell everyone about what you do, June. What's your art form?
I'm a rapper or an MC.
Yeah.
And I also produce and play percussion for 2 different live hip hop bands.
Awesome, man. How can people get a hold of what you're doing and see your work?
One of the bands I play with is actually out of Pomona. Is Dope by Design. I think you might have spoke with one of the other musicians from the band earlier.
Very cool,
I think
man,
so,
yeah.
But we're all out of Pomona, and then the other band I play with is Word Sauce, and they're from San Luis Obispo. You can find both
Okay.
of them on Instagram and actually like on all like digital media outlets. Both
Very
bands.
cool.
Both
Word
bands
Sauce
on-
is the second one. That's a
Word Sauce, and then Dope by Design, and they're on iTunes, Google Play, like everything, like Apple Music.
Awesome, man. So in the entertainment business and doing music and trying to do your art, what's one challenge that you face that you think is probably a universal thing for artists?
The biggest challenge that I faced. What's up, man?
Hey,
the
man.
biggest challenge that I faced is just trying to keep the straight and narrow and be original. You know, it's so tempting to take the easy way out, especially like, you know, a lot of, like, speaking of hip hop in particular, like a lot of rap like sounds the same. Everybody sounds the same. Everybody looks the same.
There's the temptation to do what you know is going to get airplay or is going to work, and not
There's
necessarily
always that
it's gonna be-
temptation because, like, you know, who wouldn't want to get paid to do what we love to do, you
Right.
know, which is make music. But it's like, I feel like it means that much more in the end when you do make it and you stay true to yourself. You
That's
know?
good, man.
And you do get the money, you know, or whatever. You know, like I definitely don't do it for the money, but like it's a nice accolade that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know, if you find out how to do it right.
Absolutely, man. That is the biggest challenge, I think, is trying to stay, like you said, stay true to yourself and not just do what you know is going to be received by a lot of people, but is going to be true to what you want to be and the type of art you want to put out there, man.
Right.
How long have you been doing music and live performance?
I've been doing live performance since I was 6 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you got up on stage?
Yes. The first time I got on stage was in my, I have to say, actually, the first time I got on stage was first grade. I was Peter Rabbit in the Peter Rabbit play.
Yeah?
Like, I played Peter Rabbit.
That's awesome. Did you have a costume?
Yup.
That's awesome.
Bunny
man.
ears and all, man. Yeah. I was Peter Rabbit. And then my mom was the youth choir director at my church.
Yeah.
So I kind of had no choice but to be in the choir from age 6 to 12.
You know what, man? That's where so many people get their start. I mean, I started playing music in church growing
Right.
up, and it's
Yeah.
one of the places where it's okay to suck.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which, as an artist, you need those opportunities to not
Exactly.
be good. Like, you know,
a lot of
so
people don't get that. People like want it now, you know. It's like that's, I mean, not just with music. It's kind of with anything. We live in such like a microwave society. We're so used to like
everyone wants it
instantaneous.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's like unless some divine intervention happens, it's not going to work out like that. You know,
Yeah.
you got to work for it. You got to put in work.
You got to put in the work.
And it's like if you don't, and you find some way to slip through the cracks, and you do make it, people can tell. Like it's very obvious, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause those are the
absolutely,
dudes
man.
who are like, you know, one-hit wonders. You know, they come in, fizzle.
Yeah. People come in and they
fizzle
blow
off.
up. They do one thing that everyone loves, and then
Yeah. I mean, which is cool. I mean, some people choose to do that. I mean, if that's your goal,
yeah,
I guess that's cool. But I mean, I'm in it for the long run.
That's good,
personally.
Jim.
But I can only speak for myself at the end of the day.
That's awesome, man. And I know you plugged your bands that you're with, but what about, do you have like a personal Instagram or something like that
yeah.
you want to shout out and let people know about?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at June_skinny black. That's June _ SKINNYBLAK, no C. And you can find my beats on SoundCloud. I produce and make beats. You can find my beats on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/JustJune, JUSTJUNE. And then my EP and some of my singles are on Bandcamp at justjune.bandcamp.com.
That's awesome. We'll add all those links so that if you're watching and you want to check out some of the artists and see their work, and especially go check out June's beats and all the work that he's doing, we'll put the links in there later so you guys can come back, click on those, and follow along. Thanks, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
Appreciate it, man. Nice
Yeah, keep it up, man.
Yeah,
Keep it up. I'm excited to go check out your stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be good, man.
I hope y'all like it.
Oh, man. And you've got one of those. Is that one of those spam rolls over there?
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, can we hold this up for the camera?
Yeah, man.
Look at this.
Yo.
This is a spam roll. Okay, you want to tell them about this?
Shameless
what is
plug
going on
for
this?
my man. This is my homie's. This is my homie's business right here. He's a fellow producer. He goes by the name of JMKM, but he also does what we call masubi. It's a Hawaiian spam, Japanese kind of sushi roll inspired thing. And if you want to try it, you can come down here right now. He's still cooking them up right now as we speak. Or you can just follow him at East Los Masubi, and he'll come to you at any of your events.
Oh,
you
that's
can hire
awesome,
him
man.
for events, and he'll come through and hold it down. East Los Masubi.
East Los Masubi. This is one of the
Jordan
great things.
Madonnato.
This is one of the great things about Artwalk, man. Is you come here, you just hang out, and you leave knowing all these people that do cool things.
Yeah.
And you can connect. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, June. You gotta play. Oh, he's got a card.
Bingo.
There you go, folks. If you want him to come out, East Los Masubi right there.
Hit him up. It's delicious.
You can do a screenshot right there.
They got the one with chorizo and egg.
We're gonna end the podcast early because I'm gonna go get one of those. Dude, thank you so much, June, man.
No problem.
Appreciate you. Everyone go check out June. Swodik, what's going on, man? Who do we got? We got another artist coming up here to talk about what
friends,
they do.
Angel Once.
Yeah.
So for all y'all in LA, you see, actually Miami, all over the world.
All over.
The pink elephants. The pink elephants.
All over. If you go through
This
Los
is
Angeles.
world-renowned
Look at this.
Angel Once,
Dude,
the pink elephants.
It's so awesome to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet
That's
you,
so
bro.
rad.
Nice to
We
meet
were
you.
just talking about your work earlier.
Oh, cool.
That's rad, man. We'll talk to people about what you do and your art and how you got started, man.
I'm a graffiti artist. I paint pink elephants. His name is Charlie. Come on,
Charlie's the name of the elephant?
Yeah, that's his name.
Charlie's the elephant.
Charlie.
Yep.
You know, so I mean, I've been painting Charlie since 2011, and it's been going.
It's been going pretty
It's
rad,
been going,
man.
yeah.
And people can see Charlie all over LA. But if people aren't in LA, can they go on Instagram or like how do they?
Yeah.
How can they see? Give a little.
If you're
plug.
not in LA, you could go on my Instagram at Angel Once, ANGELONCE.
Yeah.
Or you could go on www.angelonce.
That's rad, Angel. And why the elephant, man? Why does the elephant stand out to you? When did you pick Charlie as your main focus?
It all started with the Charlie. It all started because of they call me Angel Once, and Once is really my alias. You know, my real name is Angel, so I just put that Angel to make it look more professional.
Yeah.
So you know this is my boy Goo Master right here.
Hey, how you doing?
With
Goo
the
Master
duos.
here.
How you doing, man? Taylor, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook. We're doing a podcast called About to Break about trying to make it in the business before the business breaks you. Doing art for a living.
Oh, never breaks me.
Yeah.
Hey,
never break me.
If you're an artist, you shouldn't starve, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
you shouldn't starve, you said?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
right?
artists, bro.
If
we're
you're a
artists.
good artist,
If you're a good
you should
artist,
never
you shouldn't
starve.
Should
Yeah,
never
should never
starve, man.
starve, you know?
That's true.
Like, that's what we do, you know? Like,
How do you encourage yourself through art, man? What is your way of like when you're feeling down, picking yourself up?
just waking up, bro.
Yeah.
Just another day, a chance to be able to do my thing, what I like to do, paint, draw, you know? So I see everybody else waking up to go to work, so I look at that and I'm like, you know what, you're really lucky to do what you're doing, so like, stop complaining, let's just do this, you know?
That's so good, man. It's so stinking encouraging too, because so often it's like you look at the stuff that's not going well, but to just stay positive and be like, you know what, it's another opportunity to keep doing it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, even a lot of other people can inspire me. Like even these little buggies right now, the votes.
Yeah,
they remind me of turtles. They remind me
Yeah.
of hard shells. So you know, maybe my character could be like a little like
A little shot.
Yeah.
You know,
having them
like
driving them, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like you got if you're inspired to be an artist, then all these little things are golden because you know, like even a trash can could be like Oscar the Grouch. You know what I'm saying?
Look for inspiration everywhere.
Yeah, you have to see it that way.
That's rad, man. That's rad. So cool. How can people get a hold of you guys, man? Where's your art? Oh,
We live.
We are live right now on Instagram. Check out About to Break Podcast to see the rest of this thing. About to Break Podcast on Instagram. Yeah.
Get that.
Woo!
Hear that?
Awesome. So go check it out, man. You can look at Charlie the Elephant, see all of his work. Hit
Gootmaster.com.
Yeah, that's my boy Gootmaster.com.
Gootmaster.com. And what is your website again?
www.gootmaster.com. Angel Once.
Angel Once. Thank you
Yes.
guys, man, for swinging by. Appreciate
Hey,
you, man.
thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
you guys. Yes.
Thanks for
Awesome,
letting me
man.
bump on the side.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, oh my goodness, yes, I'm so excited. You ready? Come on over. Come on over. This is great. Come on.
That's fine.
No, please sit.
All right.
Sit. I'm
I'll
gonna
get you in
have.
a second if you're still here.
Come on over, Soda. Come on over. We are live right now on Facebook with About to Break
Trying to figure out who's
podcast.
first. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Who? You guys okay? You okay? Hop on over. Swoda, who do we got, man? What's going on?
This is Sandra.
Hey, Sandra, how are you?
Debutante,
Hey, how are you?
Vintage. She's kind of like the big deal in the vintage world, but I'll let her talk.
Well,
She's super humble.
You talk with
Let me do
Sandra
this.
too.
Here you go.
Okay.
So
live.
here's one of the great things. We are live on Facebook right now.
Oh, wow.
And then
Hi.
hop right here, Soda. And then this is going to be going up on our. We do this post every week. This podcast called About to Break.
Oh.
So Sandra, the whole idea of the podcast, About to Break, you're this close to like a big breakthrough. You feel like as an artist, or you're this close to like a breakdown because it's not going your way.
Oh no, I'm definitely close to a breakthrough, and especially
Yes.
here in downtown.
Yeah.
I'm part of the big breakthrough here.
Downtown Pomona.
Definitely.
Downtown Pomona.
Tell people why you love downtown Pomona and the art scene and everything. that's going on here.
Because the vibe. I mean, look at this vibe. Everybody's out having a good time. You've got young, old, in between families, artists. It's just amazing, and I've never felt as close to a community with my business as I have here. It's been amazing, and I really feel like I've been able to grow because I have great community members and neighbors. So it's been amazing. I love it here.
So tell them a little bit about what you do, not just the store, but beyond that as well, including the school thing is kind of cool too.
Yeah, so I'm very invested in Pomona. I'm a teacher in Pomona Unified. I've been a teacher here for 16 years. So it was natural for me to, when I decided to open up a brick and mortar, to open up here in downtown Pomona. But I've been coming to downtown Pomona since I was in my early 20s because it was the place to come shopping for vintage. It was the place to come for great music and art, and it still is. So I was very excited to open my business here. So my shop is called Debutante Clothing. It's on 3rd and Thomas in downtown Pomona. We sell vintage from the 1940s to the 1990s because the 90s are vintage now.
Yeah.
And I have been.
I feel that in my bones.
Yeah, we're pretty vintage. And I've been selling vintage for 20 years, wearing vintage for 20 years, and it was time to, make a business of it, and that's what I'm doing, and it's going awesome.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
How can people get a hold of you? I know they can come to your brick and mortar. What's the address? How do they come down here and see?
It's 351 South Thomas Street. Just look for the big brown barn doors. You can't miss them. You can also find us at shop.debutanteclothing.com, or you can find us on Instagram at Debutante Clothing.
And by the way, guys, just so you know, because there's a lot of vintage shops, and nothing negative towards the guys who do like more a step above thrift store, but she has like a lot of even the name brand, really cool old stuff. Oscar de la Renta. Who are some people you have right now?
We have
in
some
the shop?
Gucci, Christian Dior, Oscar de la Renta.
So we're talking about real, the high-end couture vintage, like
Yeah.
just beautiful. Yeah.
I definitely try to bring the LA to Pomona without the LA price.
There you go. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you.
All right. Who's next? Taylor. Who's next?
Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. There's some sick singing across the street right now, doing like some little runs and stuff. We have another interview coming in. It's gonna be cool. Very cool.
Yeah? Oh my goodness. Should we grab a guitar?
Do you have one or you want me to bring mine?
I'll go get it. Is yours over there?
It is, but it's by the stage, so I don't
Oh yeah, we'll wait.
It's all good.
I love that these rehearsals are so critical.
Exactly.
You guys know each other already?
No, not really. I mean,
Kayla.
she hangs out in my loft on second Saturday sometimes, but
So
Do
this
I?
This is Kayla. I caught Kayla's performance back in May at Artwalk, and then I saw her here, and I ran over there when I was gone for a little bit. I went over there to try to get her to come over here, and she came. I'm so excited.
exactly. This is my spot upstairs.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, this is Josh's
Yeah,
lot.
you were like, what are you talking about? She
Oh,
knows.
it's
It's
awesome.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
a really beautiful place.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So
It's a good vibe.
Kayla's an incredible singer, songwriter, and this is a podcast that I do every week. I pitch you a little bit, but it's about to break, highs and lows of the entertainment business. So you feel that? You feel the highs and lows of trying to do what you love and get your art out there?
It's a lot. I mean, I went to school for music, so I went to college. Like, fresh out of high school, I was like, yeah, I know that this is what I want to do. This is what I've always done. Like, even if I wasn't trying to be pro, but then it was like, I'm graduating from high school, I need to go to college so I can do something with my life and forward myself. And I've always been a very motivated person. But maybe like a year and a half into being in college, I went to Berkeley College of Music in Boston.
Kind of
a lot.
It's kind of well known.
Kind of. I
mean, the music world. Yeah.
It's a good
It
place.
is.
You know, just Berkeley, whatever.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just like with anything, you know, there's
of course.
the good stuff and the bad stuff, and like it was just really rough because they're constantly like working their curriculum because the music business is constantly changing.
Right.
The issue of putting your song out and wanting people to hear it, but not wanting to be taken advantage of as a musician.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm teaching, and that's the way that I'm making money. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm a choir teacher.
There you go.
What do you teach?
I teach choir.
Choir, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
What age?
It's grades 7 through 12. So I have mixed choirs. I have 8 different choirs, some high school choirs, concert choirs, some advanced choirs.
That's so cool. So I started in choirs.
Me
That's
too.
what I like. Love choirs. When I was in college, I was in an 80-person choir that we helped direct.
That's awesome.
And yeah, bilingual on top of that. We did 8-part harmony sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just crazy.
That's
Yeah.
the stuff I live for.
So
I love
it's all
that.
good. A lot of appreciation.
Yeah.
It's wild. You mentioned that, like in school, they're changing the curriculum because it used to be when you go to school for music, they teach you music, but now it's the business of music. And
You have
then
to know
even
everything.
within the last 10 years, with like digital music becoming like the main way people get there, and then that becoming really hard to make money because it's digital and can be passed around. And
It has to be gigs, all through
Exactly.
gigs,
Yeah.
shows, sell merch, sell CDs. What I mean, people won't be like crazy about CDs, but even if like they were having like those little USB drives
Yes.
with their full album on it, like fancy it up, make it like your band name in the album. They can just pop it in their laptop, whatever,
Absolutely.
and then it comes up, automatically plays.
which is huge. If you're seeing a live artist perform and they have merchandise, buy their merchandise because that's how they're buying their
Merchandise,
food.
buy the CDs.
That's how they're paying their bills.
Yeah.
Really, like, support local art, and even if you can't download it online, like, get it right then. There's something about, like, you know, iTunes. They're gonna get like 10 cents off a $1 download.
Well, even if you go to like Bandcamp is great.
Yeah.
They only take like 0.05%. And so Bandcamp was like the way I released like my first album like a while ago.
I mean, a lot of people don't even realize that even the big stuff, you go to Staples Center, whatever, a lot of those artists don't get that much off the ticket sales. They're making
don't.
money off the t-shirts and the cheesy glow in the dark things with their face on it
Yeah,
and all that,
and you
all
have
the
to
merch.
stay up on-
So if you love an artist, support their stuff because that's what's paying the bills.
Yeah, and I mean Spotify is like a tiny percentage, but still, if you want to hear it on Spotify, like even if it's a full album, like buy one song, you know, that's something rather than it's a whole album, like I can't. Like even if you go in and individually buy 1 or 2 songs, that's still something, you know. Like every tiny bit counts.
Or even just hand them a $100 bill and say like, lunch is on me this week.
Like here you go. I appreciate what
whatever.
you do. Here you go.
Yeah, just do it. Why not? You know.
No reason why not. Go for it.
Very cool.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for talking. How can people get a hold of your stuff or see what you do?
Kayla Corinne, Kayla Corrine, on pretty much everything: Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud. Kayla Corinne.
Downtown Pomona, Artwalk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kayla, thank you.
Thank you.
So appreciate you.
Nice to meet you officially.
Yeah.
Me too.
So appreciate you. Go
Thank
check
you.
her out. Kayla Corinne, everybody. On
Very cool.
everything. Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Skywriter. Listen to the music that's playing in the background right now.
Can they hear it? I don't know if they can hear it. It really is amazing.
It's incredible. Some of the best artists around right here at the Pomona Artwalk, folks. Swodik, what else is there to say, man? Just get down here. Next time it's happening, when's the next
for
one?
real.
We do
It's every second Saturday. Every second Saturday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pomona. We're on the edge of LA County. We're basically the last city of LA County. If you go to the fair if you're from LA. You ever
LA
go to the
County Fair, largest
LA
county
Fair's
fair
coming,
in the
coming
world.
Up anyways, yeah. Say hi to me there because I help with the Millard Sheets Arts.
That's
Center
right.
There and a bunch of
That's
stuff
right.
as well. But
You'll notice Josh is involved in everything.
When I stopped working like in LA and Beverly Hills and having to drive 4 hours in traffic every day.
Oh, yeah.
I had all this extra time.
It's
to
amazing.
volunteer.
It's amazing what you can do with your time when you're not driving for 5-6 hours a day.
Exactly. Now I walk to work because I live in a loft in the neighborhood. So.
Josh and Chara have 2 lofts, one they live in and one for play.
When we play in. It's our giant living room.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. Go check out Loft on Second on Instagram. It's Loft on the number 2. Oh, Natalie Allen says they can hear the music. Let's give them a little sample here. You got to do a stank face. All right. Guys, go check out Loft on Second on Instagram. Also, website is loftonsecond.com. Loftonsecond.com. Follow @Swodek on Instagram and
SWODECK. Yeah, I put a lot of fun stuff on there.
It's really fun stuff. And you can see Swodek's work. He also works with a lot of artists and kind of helps them get their work out there, and entrepreneurs too. So if you got something and you're having a hard time getting people to hear about it, check out Swodek. He can help you out there.
And a big shout out to like 15 artists that walk by that are phenomenal that asked me not to say their name.
Do it.
And did not want to get on, but they're phenomenal. Thanks, Tom Pathé. The other ones will get mad at me, but yeah, because he doesn't go online, so I can get away with that one. But literally, like, who's who of like LA art have just been walking by all night, and of course they're all introverts, so nobody wants to get
I know,
on
right?
But,
that's why they all do art, so they can have a medium to show.
Yeah. It's a special place. It really is. It's cool what happens here.
It's really cool. It's really cool. If you guys enjoyed this is our first live podcast recording. If you enjoyed it, let us know. Leave a comment, like, share, and follow us over on YouTube. We're going to put some more exclusive content on there. I'm super stoked about that. YouTube.com/About to Break. That is brand new. We're going to be adding lots of behind-the-scenes stuff on there. I've got some incredible interviews lined up, man. I just interviewed Tyler Cordova, who is a special effects artist who did Guardians of the Galaxy. He's doing the new Thor movie. Nice. He's doing the live-action Mulan for Disney right now. They're working on that. Let's see, who else do we got? Oh my goodness, this cat Tim Myers. Not the Tim Myers that we know from back in the day, who's also a good guy. But Tim Myers, founding member of the band One Republic, wrote their song Stop and Stare. He's going to be on the podcast 2 weeks from now. And he's got a new solo album coming out that's absolutely awesome. So you guys are going to stay tuned and check that out. But thank you guys for following along. Thanks those of you who came on and watched and participated while we were live. Go check us out. Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, Twitter, Skyrider. It's About to Break podcast. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. And we will see you guys soon.